Trade recap time. I've got assignments due right now, but I took 2 trades yesterday, so I'm gonna explain them to you guys. Let's go. So there was no news yesterday. On the 4 hour, we have this big fair value gap here, which has been tapped multiple times. So I marked out where it hasn't been tapped, and we were in that area. So I was keeping that in mind. This is on EU, but we did have these down moves, and then after the weekend, we opened all the way down here, and now we've broken up and we're breaking past that. And similar things on GU, we had this consolidation. This is a bit worse, and then we broke up. And what I was concerned about was all this bullish movement. We went just bullish. We consolidated a bit Asia session, but we just went bullish. We didn't really manipulate to the downside, which is what we're doing now. And same thing here, we just going up, we consolidate, and then we go up. We haven't had that manipulation to go up higher, but I did take 2 trades on EU, and what I saw was I have New York session high right here, and we made a fair value gap above the high pre-market. And so I was waiting for a retrace candle into something, which we got. We got a retrace candle, market open, and then that was right in the fair value gap. And so the first trade was literally just off this retrace candle. We're in this 15-minute fair value gap, and then we get a 1-minute break of structure and inverse fair value gap here. And so after seeing that break structure, inverse fair value gap, I went long here with targets at this high, and I think maybe this high as well. And I had one bad entry at right here, and then I had one really good entry all the way down here for just really good risk reward, and that helped me risk only $47 on this position. So I lost $47 here, and then price action was still looking good because that was basically perfect on my plan, right? And GU was looking similar. GU broke above New York highs before pre-market, so this was 5 o'clock, and then we start breaking above. And EU, we broke above pre-market. You can see 545 at the bottom. And so I was leaning towards EU because GU also didn't have a fair value gap here. We only had equilibrium. And then the next trade was off of equilibrium on EU because we ended up inversing this gap right here. You can see the close of this candle fully engulfed this fair value gap, and we hit equilibrium here. So equilibrium from this high to low, bang, that got smacked. And so we did break structure on both pairs, which was what I was a bit scared of. We broke structure to the downside here, closing below this low with the inverse fair value gap. So I was kind of looking towards bearishness, but honestly, I didn't want to take it off of just not having this retrace from all these up moves. We were in the fair value gap, but yeah, I was just trying to get off the charts, to be honest. So I saw equilibrium get hit, and then it was pretty simple. We just got really big up moves on the 1 minute, inversing these gaps and breaking structure, and then it was just a retrace into this fair value gap and 1 minute equilibrium, and we saw up moves out of that. So I went long here, like this stop loss there, and targets at this 4 hour ting here. What was the 4 hour ting? I haven't shown you guys. Yeah, it was at the end of this fair value gap And honestly, I took this and I literally just left, or I journaled it a little bit. I could show you the journal. I literally just said, I just want to get off the charts, just taking this. I don't really care if it wins or loses. I'm just gonna go eat my dinner. And then I see all these big up moves and I'm like, dang bro, I have to manage this position now. But it was pretty simple. We got a big retrace down to break even. And after seeing these big up moves, I moved stop loss here just to like start slowly minimizing the loss I could take. And then we see this was a 15-minute retrace candle. Also, we see up moves out of it, so I moved stop loss to here. And then I was on the charts here and we start seeing these giant down candles. We came all the way down here and GU was just not looking that great. All the other stuff that we could go bearish, I said earlier, so I exited around here and ended up like $16 profit for this one. So I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, I'll keep that there. Only down $30 on the day, which is very good, minimizing the losses, following my plan. I don't know if I could have taken shorts yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, maybe off of this break of structure and inverse fair value gap, but I was looking at the equilibrium. We've been bullish a lot. Oh, we finally broke out of that consolidation on the 4-hour. But yeah, I mean, maybe if we see this 1 minute, yeah, no, it just doesn't even look that good. Sure, maybe I could have seen this liquidity sweep, but yeah, I'm not even seeing that. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Minimize losses and trying to maximize my wins. So pretty good day in the markets. And yeah, I've got assignments to do, so I'll edit this and I'll catch you guys in the next one.